What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is going to be slightly different to all my usual stuff. We're going to do a review video. Now, if you are new to my channel, please do consider smashing that subscribe button and give this video a good thumbs up. Now, if you've been with the channel a long time, you would have seen my previous review of the ES Sounds Series 2 AirPods, which are these little things. Now recently, ESC Sounds have just brought out their new Series 3. So I'm going to do a review video on the new Series 3 and then I'm going to compare some of the stuff to the old Series 2. I'm going to go over four main things. Number one is going to be appearance. Number two is going to be sound quality. 3, usability. And 4, battery life. So they're the four main things I'm going to go through. So starting with appearance. Now, as you can clearly see, the old Series 2 is a lot smaller. And the reason for that is that the new Series 3 are actually over the ear as well as just bud earphones. Now, if I compare them to the old ones, you can see the size difference here. I'll put a little video side-by-side comparison on the screen now as well. But that's the obviously main style feature that has changed from the Series 2 to the Series 3. Now personally, I much prefer the look of the Series 3. The Series 2 was nice, it was convenient, it was discreet as well. But I've always liked the over-the-look earpiece, similar to the Beats Pro, I believe. So you can see, look, that's slotted in dead easy. Literally go over the top of the ear, and then the bud goes in, and then it's actually just turned itself on, but I'll go into that in a bit. So that's the main appearance difference. I know a lot of people, obviously it will be personal preferences, but for me, they just look a bit more quality. They're a lot more rigid, and the whole case in general, I think, is just a little bit more like sleek and professional looking. So that's the main difference with the appearance. Now we're going to go on to sound quality, which, to be fair, the Series 2 was absolutely amazing. I couldn't fault the sound quality on this. And that was the one main thing that I wanted to make sure the Series 3 kept, and you will not be disappointed. Honestly, the sound quality on these is unbelievable. You can literally chuck them in, go for a run, and there'll be traffic around and stuff. These will block out all of that, and yeah, so any heavy bass, these are definitely the earphones for you, especially if you're going to be training in like loud gyms and they've already got their music on. These will block out all of that. So there's not much more to say on the sound quality other than it's great, and it's an improvement even on the really, really good Series 2. Now, usability, this is like the main bit I want to talk about. As you can see, obviously the case is different to the Series 3. The old Series 2, the earphone just used to plonk in there and then it would charge, and then you'd have your charging cable at the back and then the lights on the front. And on the Series 2, the ring would light up if it was charging. Now, sometimes I thought that was a little bit difficult to see, which is what they have sorted out on the Series 3. So slightly different, obviously, because the earphones are different. You see the prongs there in the case. They literally plonk over the top, and see that light has just lit up. When that lights up red, that means the earphone is charging. When it flashes to blue, that means that earphone is fully charged. As soon as you take them out of the case and put them in, it will automatically connect once you've obviously set up the initial Bluetooth syncing. So that as soon as they go in, you'll hear a little beep and then they've automatically connected. The charging port is slightly different at the back, and also you've got the 4 lights on the front for when you charge the case up. So obviously you charge the case up, and then when the earphones are in, they will also charge even if the case isn't plugged in. So that's one amazing feature. So just moving on to the actual function of the earpiece when it's actually in. So this large button here on the side, that is simply a pause and stop function or play function, and also answer any calls once you're running. The volume button on the side is obviously the plus and the minus is for volume up and down, but if you press and hold for a second, that will skip the track. So that is one thing I missed out on the old Series 2. So once that's in, you've got your button there, that's your play. So sorry, that's the play. You've got the plus button, minus button, volume, hold down if you want to skip, and obviously skip backwards also with a minus button. So for me, that function is awesome. So if my phone's in my pocket or I've got music playing through my watch, I can easily just skip through, answer calls, volume, press, pause, whatever you want to do. So for me, that couldn't really be any simpler. And if you long hold down the large button, that will also activate the voice activation. So you can do Siri, you can call people. Same as like all the iPod stuff and the AirPods. It's class. So yeah, that's the bit of function on there. So that now leads me on to the battery life. So the all important battery life, and this is the one thing other than sound quality is what I look for in a wireless earphone. And to be fair, ESC sounds have completely outdone themselves, to be honest. So the old Series 2, I believe, had a 3 or 4 hour play time on a fully charged earphone. These on 100% charge have 5 hours. So I'm just going to read this out to you from their menu. On 100% volume, these have 5 hours playtime. On 50% volume, up to 6 hours. 25% volume, 7 hours. So that is already a massive, massive improvement. And like you said, once the case is fully charged, when you put the earphones back in, they will instantly start charging anyway until that little blue light flickers on to say that it's fully charged. And for me, you can't really ask for more in a headphone. I think what they've done to the new Series 3 over the Series 2 is absolutely class. The improvements they've made have been unbelievable, and I've actually been using these now for probably 4 or 5 weeks. CrossFit, running, commercial gym, even with my work laptop, just because they're so comfortable and I don't really notice that they're there. It's just easier to use. So for me, I'll be using these constantly now. Well, and for the foreseeable future, really. So if you do want a pair of these, I would strongly recommend getting them. If you're doubting whether to go for these or like a more well-known brand, go for these. Honestly, they're unbelievable. I'm not going to ramble on too much more now because I'm well aware I probably have. I'm a little bit rusty when it comes to the review videos, so hopefully that was alright. Massive thank you for ESC Sounds for sending out their Series 3 for me to try. I honestly think they're class. I use them every single day. I should have done this review video weeks ago, but I've just been using them too much. So I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did find it useful, please do smash that like button and please do consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.